Why is it taking so long to go live? Okay, now it is. Stupid ass. Oh damn it! I cursed. Is ass is that a curse?
I don't think
It,
ass is a no because
no.
it's a body part. So I don't feel like that's a curse word. No,
All
I
right,
don't.
good.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
yeah.
Patreon Humble
I think
Podcast. We're gonna
we're
be talking about asses
good.
a lot in this episode because I'm sure you guys already seen that thumbnail. I
Yeah,
got a lot to talk about
a
on
lot's
that.
happening in that
A
thumbnail.
lot
Yeah,
is happening with
a lot.
Zion Williamson in his situation. I saw some news about Floyd Mayweather fighting, I guess, the grandson of John Gotti, and it was a big, I guess,
Mm.
brouhaha at this exposition match. We'll talk about that if you have a chance. Also, Shaq. Props to Nova Dasher for reminding me. Shaq was out with dinner with Brittany Renner.
I saw something about that. I think
Well,
this weekend, and I was like, "Is this real?" And I didn't do any diving into it, but I saw a picture or something in like a meme. I was like, "Oh, here we
yeah,
go."
it's
Yeah.
real. What the fudge? Don't want to say that. Like, I want to get like what is going on, and then plus we have the finals right now.
Yeah.
Miami is winning by 6 in the third quarter. Pedro is trying to become a rich man. He
Let me
has
show you. I'm
dropped
not gonna
some
tell you
bet.
how much. I'm not gonna tell you how much I bet, but if I, we won't know until Wednesday. But it's a 9 leg parlay. I got four of the 9 of his. So
So
we got a
far
way to go. We
you
got a
got a
way to
way to
go.
go, but you're almost there.
I'm looking. I need Jimmy Butler to score some points. Everything else I think is going to happen. I need Jimmy Butler to score some points. I need Jamal Murray to not be 0 for 4 from three. I just need him to hit 2 3-pointers and Jimmy Butler to score a little bit. And I think I'm going to cash in some
But
money.
you need Denver.
I need Denver to
You
win,
need
but I think
yeah.
Denver's going to win. So yeah,
I disagree. I think they're going. I think Miami is going to lose, or they're going to win because so far I just feel like a lot of turnovers.
yeah,
3 pointers will change up, and there have been some runs where the Nuggets have kind of came back into the fold. But
yeah. We'll see.
I don't know. I just feel like
A lot of basketball. A
the
lot of
Nuggets
basketball.
feel like they have enough games. You know how it is. You're up 3-1, and Miami He's have a little bit more intensity there. Jimmy Butler is not necessarily killing it by himself. It's like a lot of
Yeah,
his peeps are.
Bam Adebayo's having a good game right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think a lot of the role players as they call them are putting it together, but we'll see, man. And no bullshit. I know you want to count your chickens before they hatch. Is that what is
hmm
it? Chickens come home to roost. Or
yeah, yeah.
what's the saying?
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. I think that's what
Okay.
it
All
is.
right, you're a
Yeah,
farmer.
something
You're a
like that.
farmer. So
Yeah,
if you did win that much money,
yeah,
are you going to shut down the YouTube?
yeah.
F
If I
all this
win,
gig work. Like
yes,
who
yes.
gives an F?
I got the lottery ticket right here. If I win, I'm gonna retire. I'll be on the beach of Puerto Rico in about a week's time, and I'll never see any of you guys again. I might drop in on Hannibal every once in a while, but if I win, look at this ticket. Look how long this mother. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Boom.
If you did win, how does that work? You're gonna go back to the spot by yourself, no security, like what? Like
Oh,
everyone,
if
you
I
tell me.
win, I'm going there tonight. I'm going in my chancletas and my pajamas. Like, give me my money, and then I'll come back and we'll figure we'll figure. It. I'll put the money on the bed with the girl. Like, throw out all the ones, and just
Just rain it. Well,
make
hopefully,
it rain.
you don't make bad decisions with your newfound wealth. What's up,
Yeah.
everybody in the chat? Pierre, what's going on? Daniel, I see up here. I see Bobby. He's telling you good luck on your lottery ticket,
Yeah. What up,
Pedro.
Bobby? What up? What up? What up?
Daniel, obviously he's with you. He wants the Denver Nuggets to win. He could be partying in
Yeah, he
Denver
called
up
it.
in
He
there.
said 5 games, so we'll see.
Oh yes, he says in there.
It's
What's up,
tied right
Willie?
now. It's 60-60. So I mean,
We'll
yeah,
see.
we'll
We'll see.
see.
I will.
We'll
We'll
see.
check in the score every little bit, but in terms of making tons of money and making some bad decisions and
hmm
asses, let's talk about Zion Williamson and
I'm
his
interested
situation.
because I don't know anything about this until
Yep.
you said something, and yeah, I'm interested. Yeah.
All right. So, okay. So let me kind of take it back here. So I didn't really notice anything about it. I just think the first thing I seen was Zion Williamson had took a picture with his girlfriend or the person that's with him.
Mhm.
He has she's pregnant. So like, oh great. Congratulations to Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
I know he's still a young dude. I don't know if he's even 21 yet. He has to actually
He's
let's check
got.
the
I
age.
think he's got to be 20. I'm gonna guess Zion's 22, 23.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
see how old this man is. He is 22 years old from
22.
North Carolina,
North
representing.
Carolina.
I guess that's typical, right?
Take your
Just-
shirt off, twist it around like a helicopter. What's that? P. Pablo, North Carolina.
of course, one of the. I mean,
P.
P.D.
Pablo.
Pablo is probably the greatest rapper out of North Carolina ever.
He's the only rapper out of North
Well,
Carolina.
I mean, there's
No,
a guy
but
named
he's
J.
the
Cole
most
there,
popular.
but listen, Raise Up is still played in arenas today, right now.
That song gets you amped, man.
It will get, so, J. Cole need to sit down because P.D. Pablo, and then Freak League, if you remember that video?
Oh, I do. Yes, I do.
Oh, man, it's
a
special video.
Special place in my heart.
And I think he was actually featured to Goodies with Sierra, another really well choreographed video. We should watch those videos later. But
Sierra is. Let's just continue.
all right, listen, it's all the same. This is all right. So I had a really good conversation with Nova about this. Appreciate him coming in. One of our awesome supporters. Okay, so news broke out. The problem is another woman came into the fray. Is a porn star named Moriah Mills. Moriah Mills.
Moriah
started posting tons of screenshots and text messages showing that Williamson was paying her a monthly allowance of $100,000, over $100,000, and promised her to lease a condominium.
Wow.
During this, she continues to post this even when Zion is apologizing for fathering a child with this other person. Just basically telling her to stop posting public stuff. Apparently, Mariah Associates telling her to stop posting. It's become a really messy situation. Now, you guys may need to know what Moriah Mills looks like, so I'll show some pics, pics that could fit with.
Now, this is the porn star, correct?
Porn star, yeah.
So he's with somebody that is not a porn star.
No, regular chick.
She's pregnant. They're not married. That's his girlfriend, I'm assuming, or are they?
Yeah,
married?
It looks like a long-term
relationship.
Bro.
Okay, and then he's housing a porn star, spending $6,000 a month to
sponsoring, basically
have a side piece, basically.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I'm caught
up. Let me show some pictures. We'll have familiarize ourselves with who this person is.
These IG models, man, they are savage.
But she I would say she's more old school. I mean, I'm familiar with her work a little bit. Now, I know that may sound a little funny, but she, I'm sure she's been surgically enhanced.
Oh, you think? Yeah, definitely.
But
I said, stop. This image is blocked.
Yeah, they blocked that image. It's probably a lot. Yeah. So, okay. So we'll keep this image up there for a second. Now, we can all look at this and laugh. Like, why is Zion simping and supporting a porn star? Mm-hmm. What is he doing? What's wrong with him? Is he some kind of idiot? But I talked to Nova about this too, because a lot of us are a little older, right? We've kind of seen the whole IG model taking over your life, taking advantage of a lot of athletes. But if you're a 22-year-old man, you're 6 foot, I don't know how tall, 8, whatever, 9, can jump out the building. You are strong. Everyone loves you. You have a talent, the abilities that most men don't have.
Right.
You go out there and you turn on your app, you turn on your IG, and the most beautiful women with the biggest titties are constantly looking for your attention.
And now, you got the money and the means to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think a lot of us would make these kind of bad decisions. I'm not necessarily excusing him, but I remember me being 22 and not being 6'8" and not having a body of Adonis. I did some stupid stuff to get.
Amen. I hear you.
To get even a sniff, to get a crumb of coochie. I'm sorry for being disgusting, guys, but I'm just saying, just to get a chance. So I guess I feel for Zion's support system. I feel like I don't know, man. Again, he's a grown man. He's making his own decisions.
Listen, what was it? Who was it that said
she's not even real?
He's not. There was something that said a man is only as faithful as his options.
Chris Rock said that.
That is and I'm gonna speak in general terms here, right? Generalize, because not all men cheat, but most men cheat, and I know that will offend some of you guys. I don't give a fuck. That's the truth. Okay, most men, especially men with money and means and influence, you know, they're only as faithful as their options. And when you have what Zion has, and he's not a married man, so that does make a difference for many people.
Right.
And you have options. And this isn't the only woman that hit him up or he's seen at a club or outside of his hotel room or whatever, right? He's 22. He's scrolling the gram trying to find the latest baddie as well. So this doesn't surprise me. I don't. I can't be mad at him. So I get that. You know, I've done way worse actually than he has probably. So and with way less, right? So if I, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not him in any term, right? So yeah, it's just
it's easy to
sad.
shit on him, right? It's easy to kind of
easy
make fun of him, but at the same time, why are you sponsoring her? You don't need to sponsor these women unless you're trying to be in a relationship. And then yes, you're breaking a relationship with the person that you had the baby with. That's not a good thing. Now, if you're out here single, even if you're out here single, why are you giving her $100K a month? Again,
but that's
this is all her.
$100K a month is like, that's a lot of money. That's
it adds
$1 million.
up.
That's over $1 million a year. But
yeah,
to these guys, that's, you know, he's got a lot of money. So it's a bad investment. But you know,
a lot of these guys go broke. You know, Antoine Walker went through $100 million.
Yeah.
What's some other like famous? I think Adrian Peterson blew all of his money.
Oh, he's got 20 kids. Adrian Peterson's got.
You gotta stop effing. At least put something on it.
These dudes need to put the magnums on, the condoms, the Trojans. They should be sponsored by these Trojan companies. These condom companies should be sponsoring these professional athletes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's a really famous Jets player used to be back in the day. He had like 1 billion kids. I forgot his name.
Thomas Jones.
Does he have a lot of kids?
Back? Was it him?
I don't know. He may have had.
No.
It
was a running back. I thought.
Cromartie.
Yes.
Antoine something Cromartie. I forgot.
Yes. He's a cornerback, defensive.
Yeah, he had like 1 billion kids. Yes, but I think they may have all been with one, but I don't think so. He probably had many.
No.
Yeah, it's a lot. You know. Now apparently, you know, it's just not responsible, right? But you're so young and so dumb. You know, Nova said 100% not real, but I can see why Zion did what he did. Bobby says, you don't pay them not to harass. She broke the contract. So she probably definitely felt a way and clearly thought this was a bigger thing. So she probably feels like, wow, he was probably telling her all types of stupid shit. I love you. I want to be with you.
Oh, yeah.
And all of the stuff that men do say to keep the woman happy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. All I gotta say is, listen, I'm happy with RJ Barrett. I told Nova that earlier as well. I am happy with RJ Barrett. Ja wants to shoot people up. Zion can't stay on the court, so that's even a bigger problem. Can't stay on the court. Have issues with his health, his diet. It looks like I've heard some issues. RJ Barrett's from Canada, so I know that's a slight again for Pedro. But he is problematic. He's a good, you know, third option. He's young.
He's going to be the best. He might be the best pick out of the three, which is crazy.
Yeah. I think there's better rookies that, like, if you redid the draft, I don't know if RJ would be third. I could look at the draft class. I think it was, I forgot the other dude. I think he's in Cleveland. That got drafted.
Garland, Darius.
Yeah,
Garland.
you probably would get him over.
Yeah, for sure. Most.
But I'll take RJ. I mean, he's young. He could still get better.
Yeah,
and he's not stupid. You know, like clearly his parents, his father, which was there at the draft class, seems like he has a good head on his shoulder.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect this from Zion. I kind of thought Zion was kind of like just kind of a chill. Like he seems like a doof, like a dorky kind of guy. Maybe that's
immature.
Like just kind of like goofy and just like playing video games. Like just like whatever, like a kid. And like he's got the side chick and he's spending him over $1 million a year, and he's a dog. I mean, I ain't mad at him though, but he's got a little dog in him.
Yeah, a little dog, but a little like he should just been messing with her, not giving her money. Yeah. That's when it's like you're taking your
but with a porn star, isn't that how it goes? When you're, you know what I'm saying? When you look like that, you're a porn star. Like she's not just like most of these women want money. That's what they want. Like that's
Yeah.
and they get it in some form of cash. Buy me a car, lease me give me a condo. I want some bags. I want some jewelry. Like it's all cash, right? It all costs money. So I think that's just on par with what they expect. I think, and I think
100K a month though. That's not a
that's a
good
lot.
deal,
That's
man.
excessive. That's
Yeah,
excessive.
that's
Yeah,
not as
that's
a true businessman. Yeah, you may buy her an Infinity, but you should not be buying her at least in a condominium. I'm sorry.
Infinity. That like seems
That's
like
a bad deal.
accurate. Yeah,
And then also there's this view, and it looks like it's legit, where these women know they can manipulate a lot of these NBA players because they're young, they're rich, and just like most of us men, we're stupid and we follow ass, and they can get things out of
yeah.
these men and may not
Mm.
even care about them. Now, for her to put all this out there, it could be to put her, put her profile back up there. I don't know if she's still practicing as a porn star. She is probably one of the last porn stars that I would recognize by their name and their face likeness.
I never heard of her before.
Yeah, I
No.
mean, I don't know if you still part. Listen. Back in the day,
Back in the
I
day, last week.
knew. I'm just saying, I knew the
Uh,
names of porn stars back in the day. Now everyone looks the same. I don't know who is.
yeah.
They all look the same.
I mean, I
But
know
back
some
in the
names
day,
of some porn stars. I didn't know who she
yeah.
was. That's all.
I
Yeah.
mean, we can talk about it right now. Like, okay, so in the 90s, early 2000s, it was Pinky before she got fat. That was a big one. I'm talking about for us brothers. I mean, Bobby, throw in here if you have some names. But it was Pinky, it was like Roxy Reynolds, like those were like, or Cherokee. Those are ones you kind of knew
See,
in
Nova
our
just dropped the
community.
name that I knew in the '90s. That
Well,
was the
yeah,
big
I
one.
mean,
That was like
yeah,
the
she's
mainstream. She was the big
yeah.
like.
That's what you guys like that, but
Yeah,
she's okay. And then Alexis, I've heard of her, but I heard that she didn't want to
Alexis
do
Day.
any scenes with any brothers.
Ooh, racist. Oh,
Yeah, but no, I
a little
wouldn't
bit.
care, man. She's
See,
very good, talented.
listen. I always leaned towards like the celebrity sex tapes. Those were always the better ones
Oh,
for
you
me.
just want you want okay.
I like it seems more real. I can't watch the shit that's fake. I like the
Well,
real.
the
You know
ones
what I'm saying?
I point out were great performers.
Mm,
Because it's all fake. It's all bullshit, right?
sure.
They
Well,
all work. The ones that you didn't watch, like, okay, we all know it's fake, but if you're not even acting, it's not real. But whatever. But lately, everyone has OnlyFans. Everyone's on IG. So it's not the same. It's everyone looks the same.
yeah.
So why are you, Zion, if you can find 4, 5, 6, 7 women who look like that and not give him 100K a month? So I
Right.
just feel like his of course, being young, you are led by your dingling, but
Yep.
it is a bad look on him, that he's not in control of his situation. So
Well, and then
that's the thing.
he's not. So and some would say, right? He's not even playing ball. He's not playing ball. So he's not playing ball. So he's spending his time doing this sketchy, things. Like,
Yeah,
come on, man. Where are your priorities, right? Like
yeah.
LeBron James ain't. He's supposed to be the next guy, the next superstar. LeBron would never do that,
But
right?
don't get caught doing. I mean, it
Don't get
also
caught.
don't get caught doing that.
That's what
That's
I'm
the
saying.
problem as
So like,
well.
so either he's real stupid or he ain't about the basketball as much as we would like him to be. So
It may not be, and also he seems like a sensitive dude. He probably now he's all sad here. He's probably going to be eating. He has these hamstring injuries keep putting him out. The Pelicans need him, man. They're not going anywhere without him.
no, and that he would be the guy that can give him that push to be a
Yeah,
contender.
yeah.
You know what
Because
I mean?
when we see him play, and when he's on, he is on. I
He's
mean,
dominant. He's dominant. Yeah. So
you ain't stopping him, man. Like
no,
he's a fucking
he's
truck
stopping
tractor
himself,
trailer.
man. Them cheeseburgers is what's stopping him, man. He's a
Cheeseburgers and porn
big
stars, and
dude.
then that's addicting.
I mean, listen, I'm not against that life. I mean, I would listen. That's a good life to have for a
Yeah.
while, but you can't sustain it forever. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all, man. I just don't see. Again, I'm happy with RJ. Yeah, I could have had, Darius Garland's pretty good. I think Jordan
Oh yeah.
Poole. I know you. I don't know you're not a big Jordan Poole guy, but he was
He's all
he was
right. He's real
drafted in the
super
same.
streaky. I think Jordan Poole has a higher.
Would you draft him? Because he was like 20 something. Like whoever is running Golden State's draft.
Well, he was with Michigan, and he had some moments, but he wasn't like a big time. RJ Barrett had a better college career than a
Bigger
short one
profile, clearly,
than Jordan
because he was
Poole.
with
Yeah, he was with Duke. Yeah, but I don't. Jordan Poole has a bigger upside, I think, than RJ. But RJ's a little more consistent in his role with the
solid.
Knicks, a
Yeah,
little more
solid.
solid.
You know what you're expecting out of
Yeah,
him. And
yeah.
like I said, hopefully he's still young, man. Maybe he can get, again, he's not number one, but maybe he'll be a good, good 2, 3 on there. Nobody I should bring up Tyler Hero, which again, it's not all about the brothers. Tyler Hero got himself I think did he get himself mixed up with a model and got her pregnant?
He got her pregnant. Yeah. Yeah, and he's saying he's got a wife, so I guess they're married. I don't follow up with all that.
I mean, they need Tyler Hero. I thought he was coming back. I guess
I thought he was playing today. I'm going to do a quick box score check and look at my.
Yeah.
For those of you that are just coming in, I got a 9-leg parlay, and let's give an update. So the score is 71-70. I got Denver. I have on the money line, so I need them to win. Jimmy Butler only has 8 points. Jimmy Butler's going to screw me. Okay. He needs to get 24.
The defense that they're clapping on him with between, like I said, Murray and Michael Porter. They're making his life very uncomfortable. When he's putting the ball on the floor, they're swiping, they're getting steals off of him. He just seems a little uncomfortable, and he's a brilliant defense plan, but he just seems uncomfortable.
So Jimmy, at this point, Denver needs to win. Jimmy Butler needs to drop 16 points in the fourth quarter. Not impossible, but he's got to get on a roll. I need Jamal Murray to hit 1 3-pointer. I need Nikola Jokic to score like 7 points and 1 more assist, and I win a decent amount of money. So those things are possible.
But you need this team. You need to go to overtime, man.
That would be great. That's fine.
I'm just saying you're getting just more time to get the points.
But Jimmy Butler scoring 16 is gonna. I didn't expect him to only have 8 points at the end of the third quarter. Everything else is lined up.
Yeah.
I had things going on in the first quarter that happened. I mean, everything hit, but Jimmy, he's been kind of absent in these finals. It's been disappointing, if I'm being honest. He hasn't done a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just shut this dude down no matter what, and the other people are able to kind of jump in. He doesn't look comfortable.
Yeah.
And
doesn't look confident. He doesn't look confident. He's passing, being a little more passive in his passing and not shooting, and it is what it is. If you can drop 16 points, I feel confident about the game. We'll see.
I mean, you're trying to retire, man.
I'm trying to retire, guys. I'm trying to retire. We'll see what happens.
Bobby, he said good luck, but now he's like, Butler's gonna let
I
you
know.
down.
Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate that. If everything else hits, which is likely, I still think Denver's going to win, and Jimmy Butler scores like 20 points, I'm going to be pretty upset.
Yeah, right. I mean, we don't really. I mean, it's it is what it is, man. To go big, you gotta, everything has to fall along line, man. But but good luck to Zion. Doesn't look too good for him.
He's got options, at least, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, his life will be fine. It just the impact of him playing basketball and where his mind is. But I don't know. This story, and again, another props to Nova to bring this up because I forgot about this. I'm looking for the picture. So Shaquille O'Neal was spot having dinner with Brittany Renner. If you guys don't know who Brittany Renner is, I don't know what you call her. A personality, internet personality. I don't know. She's a dancer. I don't know who was. Oh, she was a fitness model. Okay.
Yeah.
So she, I get this point. We all could agree. Trapped PJ Washington. I think he may have been drafted in the same class as the rest of these players. I may be wrong on that one, but they have a child together.
Yeah.
And she kind of said a few times publicly that athletes are easy targets because they don't use protection and they're easy to seduce. She has said this publicly.
Yeah,
and
no shame.
With no shame.
No shame.
Wrote a book called Judge Discover, talked about people, put names in the book. So you hear all this and have relationships with athletes. So why Shaquille O'Neal is spot having dinner? And they said they have been on good terms for a long time.
Is it a business? It could be a business deal.
They said they were good friends catching up, and the meeting was strictly platonic.
It could be, but Shaq is in a lot. He has a lot of businesses. He's in a lot of things, and it could be something like he has a company. She's going to help in an influencer way or a model way with that, or who knows, right? And
Pedro.
I doubt Shaq.
Pedro.
Listen, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, bro. I am.
We just said that men are horny, right?
Yeah, sure. I get it. I
What?
get it.
Come on.
You
What?
think?
Okay, Shaq is what, 50 something years old, 60?
Yeah,
I don't
he's old.
know.
Yeah, I mean, he's
What?
probably.
What does Shaq need Brittany for? What's your business? Yeah, Shaq is a
I don't
great
know.
business
I don't
man.
know.
He owns tons of franchises, tons of different types of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What would he need her for, other than the obvious?
Good. That's a good point. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, listen. I'll say this about Brittany Renner. I mean, she's she looks good. She looks
looks
good.
good. Yeah,
She's attractive. She's an attractive woman. She's got all the things you need. But come on, Shaq, you got to do better than that. He
and it
could.
seems like
I mean,
she knows what to say, and what to do, and how to move
yeah,
to appeal to athletes. She said it
she's for the
herself.
streets, man. She is for the streets, and she
Yeah,
doesn't, and she owns it. So I got to give her respect with that. You know, she calls it how she sees it. I can't be mad about that. You
yeah,
know, she's trying to
and
get her money.
it's
Whatever.
possible that they got something planned out, but you know, for Beverly Hills dinner.
I'm
Yeah,
not taking. Listen, if I'm Shaquille O'Neal, I'm not taking her out publicly unless it is just because I mean he's got his
you
own island
yes,
somewhere
then
probably.
use your you're using your brain. If it's something along, even if it's business, you're not having dinner with her, and
Right.
it's business. There's other associates. Oh, we're planning. I don't know, produce a TV show. Okay, well, Shaq may be the executive producer, but he's not going to run the damn thing. He's gonna be another producer who's actually doing the work. Oh, meet this guy. Let's have this dinner or lunch. Usually, business you have lunch,
Mm-hmm.
but you're out here with this chick. I guess Shaq don't give a f. Clearly,
I
he don't
mean,
give a damn.
he does he have to? I mean, who cares? Even if people are assuming he's what or if he is, some people be like, "Hey, good for you, Shaq still got it, right?" So,
Yeah,
but it is a little because of her and who she is and what she said. It's like why even go into that
yeah,
space because Shaq's he's an OG man. I
yeah.
mean, he's still very very popular. He's got the TNT show, a lot of businesses. I mean, but Shaq is also a man that had a lot of money, a lot of options, and he's got different baby mamas, a lot of kids. So he's been married a few times. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's old horny man too, just like a young horny Zion. He's an old horny Shaq. So
But what's your opinion on this? Because this is not just with athletes, but rappers too, where they have these women who've been with several rappers. Why would is that? I'm wondering why, as another successful man, want to mess with a woman that has been with several other of your industry. Like your is
mm,
it just she, like you said, for the streets? Doesn't matter. We all take a turn.
yeah,
Like I just don't understand that. I would tend to like, well, this guy I was talking to, like, he messed with her, and then my other
yeah,
friend messed with her, and I'm out. But
yeah.
what do you think is just they don't care? It's
No,
like
I don't think it matters, man. I think unless you're gonna find your woman at like a church or like some kind of like at this point, if you're a woman in your 30s, you've been around a little bit. If you're a dude in your 30s, you've been around. So I don't
yeah,
feel like it. It's a big deal to these guys. If you're still looking good and doing what you got to do, I don't think it matters. So
yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think Shaq probably realized it probably threw up a little buzz around, and good thing it happened after they finished for the year, because Charles would have definitely made a joke about it.
oh yeah,
There
Charles
was
would have got him.
Oh yeah, and it was rightfully so. I know Kenny had a baddie the other. I don't know if you saw a picture of Kenny right before, during the playoffs. He was on the beach with some chick. I don't know. Have you seen a picture of that?
No, but I'm gonna say she's white.
I don't know what she is. Let me find. Hopefully, my computer
She's
can
brown or
find
white. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Kenny
I'm gonna go out on
Smith
a limb. I'm gonna go out on a limb
Beach,
here.
because I guess he's not with. I guess he divorced from his wife. I thought he was still married. And Shaq, because I think it happened over the weekend,
Mm,
and Charles was like, anyone had anything interesting happen this weekend? And then Charles was kind of like needling Kenny, but Kenny didn't say anything. You know how
mm,
Kenny is. He's Mr. Whatever. But let me show you the
yeah.
picture of Kenny with Kenny Smith, and this is about a month ago. Um, Let me see if my computer will stop freezing up a little bit here. But apparently, yeah, her name She has 270,000, 207,000 followers on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Uh, come on. All right,
Garden
now
State. I see your comment. I remember that song from the game, man. That's a good one.
let me see. Put this stop screen. Let's put this back up. I don't know why my computer likes to just grind to a halt when I'm coming down here. All right, let me see if you can guys can see. Let me know if you see it. Let's
Yep, I
see.
see it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you know, even
Kenny
with
the Jet Smith.
listen, and now I give him some props, right? All right, you able? Hey, you still got it. You still able to pull him? No problem, right? But I doubt she's gonna do some crazy shit. Again, we don't know. 'Cause that's the problem with the whole idea of dating someone that is only famous for their looks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you don't know what they will do if you do something they don't like, because they often are already online, express themselves probably in emotional states, instead of able to like you have like healthy ways for coping in certain situations. So like for instance, you know I don't think I'm out the realm of possibility to say that porn stars, many of them have drug issues,
Oh,
mental
yeah.
health issues.
Especially the
So
ones that, more so the ones that are just. We got to remember, we might drop a few names of some popular porn stars or whatever, but like,
right,
there's thousands of them that aren't as popular, and yeah, there's
yeah.
a lot of drugs and
And
all that.
I believe Jenna Jameson has regret doing pornography. I think so, which
Yeah.
is kind of weird because you made millions of dollars doing it, but
Yeah, but
no,
you're kind of
she
you're
regretted doing that.
yeah, you're selling, depending on how you are with other ways in your life and whatever, like you're selling your little piece of your soul every
Damn,
time,
Kenny.
right? So
But yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, I was distracted. Um,
yeah, she looks like she's like Puerto Rican or Dominican or mix or something. Yeah,
yeah,
good for him.
she's
Good
makes
for
with some
him.
good stuff. Good for, but that's the
Good
point,
for
right?
Kenny. Good for Kenny.
When you have the means to be around those kind of women, and if the women are a little manipulative, not all of them are, but you can get yourself in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And she may say, Kenny, I don't want to wear a condom. Don't wear a condom. Is he going to say no?
Oh,
Would you
I
say
mean,
no?
let's see. Good. Let me think about it.
Bobby, are you going to say no? If that woman said, I do not wear a condom,
No comment.
would
No
you
comment.
would you say no? I ain't doing that and leave?
Mm. I see. I don't have as much. Well, I have a lot to lose, but financially, I ain't got none to lose. So, if anything,
Whatever.
she got more than me. So, like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, it depends, but yeah, it depends how many beers. Am I liquored up? Am I of sober mind? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of factors there. But nah, I'm. Mm, I got.
Bobby says we're having triplets.
We're having services. I mean, I listen. That's an honest comment, man. I
I love
mean,
y'all,
it's
because
tough. It's
it's
tough.
easy. You go online, everyone trying to trash, but it's like it's
Yeah,
easy.
yeah, yeah.
But we all know how it is, and how
Oh,
do
in
you
those moments, man. Shit.
exactly?
Yeah. No,
And it's like
I hear you.
how do you mentor these young guys to not fall for the same mistakes? What do you do? I don't. You could tell them, hey, protect yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe just talk to. You don't have to try to talk to the IG models. Just go out. You'll see some really good looking women who may be interested in what you're trying to do, but they still
Hmm.
have some to lose. Like they don't have a public persona. They
Yeah.
still have families, and they not necessarily want to be out there like that compared to a
Yeah.
porn star. Like
Well, I think it's when you are somebody of you got these rappers, ball players, celebrities, actors, right? People, guys with money, right? I think what we have to remind ourselves of is because we are not them, right? But these guys have women coming at them, and they know,
very aggressive
hey, I
too.
got a friend. I want to set you up. Oh, where's she at? Oh, she's on Instagram. Oh, she's Instagram. These guys are seeing this shit every day, every week, option after option after option. So it's easy. Whereas regular folk, or even somebody that has maybe a lot of money, but maybe they're not a celebrity, right?
Yeah,
They might still have that option, but they're going to find it in a more normal way where you're going to have to cultivate it. Like going to have to grow it like a plant, like a seed, like a flower. You're going to have to, but make a relationship, a regular way, right? These guys, they walk. It's like a supermarket. They walk in, they look at the shelf, they pick it, they just pick. That's what Instagram is. Oh, I like this one. I like this
Yeah,
one.
it's a
So
visual
it's a visual
platform.
thing, and you just
Yeah.
I take it. I'll DM you, blah blah. I mean, listen, if I'm Zion, yeah, and I'm not married or whatever, and I'm doing my thing, like that's probably how I'm living,
Yeah.
right? Unless I got other things going on, but I mean, I don't know. It's wild, man.
Yeah.
It's wild.
The scariest one, or the scariest thing I've seen when Moriah was throwing out all these messages, she was saying that basically they were having unprotected sex too.
Mm.
And I'm thinking, yo, Zion,
He's about to be
what are you doing?
Biggie Smalls, man, knocking up two sisters
I'm
at the
just
same
saying,
time.
but you can't be. I mean, I understand that the porn industry, it's supposed to be definitely more regulated because back in the day, they were getting AIDS.
Yeah.
And so they basically had to really regulate the porn industry. They were all having sex without condoms because that's, whatever. And many of them were getting checked out and people were dying and they had to regulate. But I understand that maybe it's probably safer now, but come on, Zion.
It's funny you mention that. Is it because we know more about it? Because we don't hear about AIDS as much, right? In the 80s and early 90s.
The 80s when it was really hitting,
it was hitting.
There's medication. I mean,
now
Magic Johnson probably got the cure for that shit, and he ain't talking about it. He's a
he had HIV. He was HIV.
But
I guess there's a difference. I don't know.
He's gonna. It is a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. Yeah, I mean, AIDS is like big, like that's like.
But usually HIV would turn to full blown AIDS.
Yeah.
But Magic Johnson has had HIV for 1,000 years, and he looks
Another
healthy
man,
as hell.
Part of the Showtime Lakers had women
banging
him in the fucking elevator on the way to the hotel room, and then another girl in the hotel room.
I'll give him some respect that he did not know this was around, right? Like the deadliness of HIV, because that's what people did back in the day. People back in the day, the 60s, people out there who lived in the 50s, 60s, 70s, didn't wear condoms. Then it just that was the best part. The only thing they ever had was probably the thing, little clap or whatever. You go get some medication, you're good.
Yeah.
Now you got some stuff, your dick may fall off. So it's a big difference now, where back in the day, but Magic Johnson looks great. And I think it's a lot of money to probably maintain.
Well, he has money though too. That's like he's not. If he's the average dude, he ain't looking and feeling like that. He doesn't have the top doctors and nutritionists, and you know what I mean. So I mean that makes a big difference. So
Daniel said party time, so it looks like Denver is
listen,
pulling
Jimmy.
away,
I'm hitting every leg of my parlay except Jimmy Butler's points. So and I'm a big Jimmy Butler fan, and look at this. I'm hitting all of it except Jimmy Butler's points.
So right now, we're down 5. You gotta have Miami has to go to overtime.
I need overtime, and then I'll win probably. But I need Jimmy Butler to still score 16 points, so I need him to go off like now.
Damn.
So, and go off in overtime. So it's probably
definitely. It's probably out. But you know what? Hey, listen.
I still got to work. I can't retire yet, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah, not yet. I mean, no one could tell me, hey, the Denver Nuggets going to win the championship. I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah, I didn't.
No one gave him any respect. I know a lot of people, he's Joker, at least for the MVP race. But I think real NBA fans knew that Joker was legit. For some reason, the mainstream was giving him a lot of problems, and then it went weird with the whole race thing. Ken Purchase dumbass talking shit that, like, I think the basketball dudes on the court and real basketball fans had no problem with Joker. You could tell the dude can play. Yes, he looks slow, but the guy could pass better than he's the best passer on the team. He's the tallest guy on the team.
I saw two things this week, and maybe you've seen these. I saw one stat line, those years that Shaq was dominant. They put up his finals numbers when he was winning MVPs, and him and Kobe. He's averaging like 30, 32, 14 boards, a couple assists, no 3-pointers, and shooting really bad from the foul line. But he was dominant. That's what we always said about Shaq, right? They put his dominant stat line next to Joker's. Joker's was better. The points were the same. Joker's rebounds were about the same. The assists were like way better. The 3-point shooting, the free throw percentage. So it's like, we said Shaq is dominant, but we're not really saying Joker's dominant. So it just goes to show like basketball's really shifted and changed, right? Because the numbers are Joker is dominant, but not in the way that Shaq was still. It's kind of odd,
I think because how the game is played now. So like you put if Shaq in his prime, LA Shaq, in my opinion, would destroy Joker. I don't see how Joker would stop him in
Yeah,
any
but
way.
Shaq's
Now
not gonna stop him on the offensive end though, because Shaq's not guarding him. But so I think that would be a really good matchup
you
because
would
they're
have
both
to
gonna
either
go
they're
off.
switching,
Yeah,
right? Either who's a power forward? Lakers, was it Ori? Who was a power forward? Like you maybe a more you know
oh, back
athletic
when
dude.
on
Yeah,
those teams, oh man, I don't even remember.
yeah. I remember it
Yeah,
wasn't
I
that
can't remember.
important
Yeah,
anymore. But like, so like yeah. Also, like you said, Shaq didn't need to shoot 3-pointers. Shaq his hands were too big. He never developed a
yeah.
really good form because I don't know how big Joker's
But
hands are.
it
His
was
hands are a little bit
just
smaller.
it was weird.
He just there's no form and haven't figured out. He tried to do one hand free throw shots. But even when Dwight Howard kind of said, "Dog, I could hang out with Joker," like I think yeah, Dwight Howard could Dwight Howard that
I
could
I think
defend
I
and kind
think
of move up to the even to the 3-point line to defend Joker. I think Dwight
yes.
Howard can handle him. So I don't know.
Yes. I mean, we've seen other guys handle Joker. He's not always dominating all these guys. You know, things
Right.
happen, right? But what he does best and what he does best is that he doesn't have to be flashy with the dunks like Shaq and the intimidation, the physicalness. You know,
Yeah.
Joker's a little like, he's like slow, but he's not slow. But he does everything well on the basketball court.
Yeah.
He runs the offense. He's a point guard sometimes. On ball screens, it's opposite. Jamal Murray's setting the screen, and the action is coming from Joker, and Joker's dropping dimes. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a totally different way of playing ball, dominant in a different way. I think Nova brings up a good point, just a different kind of dominance.
Right.
But I think yeah, Dwight in his prime was a phenomenal basketball player, especially defensively. So, but I don't think Joker would just be shut down by Dwight or Shaq. I think these guys would kind of be going at it and be fun to watch. So
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I don't have to check the score one more time. My PC is just not
all I
giving me
see on
any
my
love.
screen, Jimmy Butler misses shot. Jimmy Butler misses shot. I mean, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep because that's the
Yeah.
only leg I'm gonna miss, man. It's gonna be that one.
Well, it's still still up by 5. It's 5 minutes left. So
Yeah, but yeah,
keep the I guess the prayers alive in that
yeah.
aspect. But listen, you want to get into the list, or you think
But I got a
we
list.
should?
We can get into it. I mean,
You
I
want to get
think we
into it?
could.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
we got 20 minutes.
maybe we'll talk about the Mayweather thing even after this, or maybe even on Wednesday if we have the time. So
Yeah, top
okay,
5 MCs of all time,
I
women.
really had a tough time kind of figuring out not the old stuff, but the new stuff, right?
Mm,
I don't listen to any of it.
mm.
So, all right, I'm trying to look at some of the new rappers right now. Glorilla. I
Listen,
couldn't tell you what and she's
I,
popular. People
I got
like Glorilla.
I got nobody that's. I got one person that's newish on my list,
Yeah, me,
and
I got no new people. But
yeah,
I'm just
that's it.
going just the current state of female MCs. Is it
It's
bad, good? Like, what is your review?
I think listen, Nicki Minaj's got bars. Okay, she's still she's not brand new, but
I wouldn't
she's
even call her
newish.
new though.
So the good point, yeah.
Yeah.
But she her and Cardi, like these women can spit, right? Young Ma, Young Ma, like she's a dog, right? I got her on
Yeah.
my list. Like she's a dog, but yeah, like these new ones that you're mentioning, it's too. It's like there's a song I heard the other day. It was like a meme or what do the kids call them? Meme or a TikTok? Who knows?
Yeah.
And the line was, I think my coochie's pink, my booty hole's brown.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay?
Yeah, I know you're talking
And
about.
I remember hearing it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is what. And then I had to stop myself. Like, okay, hold up. Foxy Brown and Little Kim, they talked about sexuality but not like that. Like
Well, it
it's
didn't
so
sound
played
so
down.
corny and
It sounds
cringy.
so stupid.
Yeah, it was.
It's no
They
talent.
sound good. They sounded good.
You're
But
talking
again,
about the color of your anus.
we're
Like
old,
that to
man.
me is like, come on, man, that's crazy.
We're on our rocket chairs
We
just yelling
are.
about these. But yeah, that's cringy. It's kind of like you're not. Are you taking rap seriously? So yeah,
Shit.
it's
Jimmy
like
Butler's got 14 points. Oh damn, I'm gonna sweat tonight. Go ahead.
you'll
Sorry.
be all right, man. You'll be all right. So so yeah, Glorilla, she's popular. People really like her.
Yeah, she's all right.
Nah, then it got with Lotto. I've heard some stuff. Everyone just sounds the same to me.
Same.
City Girl stuff, very similar. Everyone looks the same now.
They do.
Now Ice Spice. Now I know you're not a big Ice Spice fan.
She's all right. She's talented, but like I don't. I don't think she's attractive at all. That's just me.
Oh,
But
okay. I
yeah,
find her attractive.
I do
I'm
not.
sorry that she
I
got a
told you that
nice
she looks
body.
like a girl I see in St. Louis at the local corner
Probably.
store. Like, yeah, like with the sweatpants and the
So she went.
chancletas
So
on. Like,
she'll come pass at you and say, "What's up?" You're like, "Nah, I'm good."
I'll talk to her, but I'm not like going to talk to her. There's a difference in my
You know
book,
what?
right?
Find her attractive. You know what? This is gonna sound corny. I like her eyes. She had these
Hey, there's nothing wrong with
big,
that. Yeah.
like a doll eyes. I don't know. Just
Hmm.
she got that going. Her
Hannibal
hair,
likes dolls. Okay. Hannibal likes dolls. Good to know.
shut up. I'm looking at her picture right now. She's okay, but her rapping, the drill stuff, I don't know if I'm getting tired of drill rap. It's very
Yeah.
repetitive. And she's
Very.
just a female drill rapper, but the
Yeah.
lyrics and I just again, we're not saying the content is bad, even though it's at times it is bad. Because men talk about guns, drugs, having
Yeah.
sex.
Yeah.
But women they're doing the same thing, it's just in
Yeah.
reverse
Yeah.
about how they can get a man to get them like, all right, but
It's
not
yeah.
not a lot of substance.
Yeah, it's just like, how do I get a man to buy me a new bag, and how do I do this? And
Yeah.
I'm independent, but I'm not. It's just weird. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's like contradictory rap is a little bit. It's a little strange, but I
Yeah.
think she's hot. I mean, as far as like her flame is on right now. She is very popular, and
Yeah.
her star is rising, and I think it'll continue that way. So good for her. But like,
Yeah.
she's not in my top 5. Like, no, get out of here. No way.
So if you want, we could kind of jump on in. I'm gonna do some honorable mentions. I'm gonna say 2 rappers.
Good, because I got 7 down, 7
Yeah.
rappers written down. So I'll have
So I
2
got
honorable
2.
mentions as well.
You mentioned one, a young MA. Phenomenal, devastating. I know she had some health issues. Like
Yeah.
when she came out with ooh, I thought she was gonna be like the
Yeah.
next great rapper, and I don't know if, and she was totally independent. So that's probably one of the things. You're not getting pushed by a machine, you don't
Yeah.
get. But she puts out consistent, really good songs. You just have to, you gotta know, just
You gotta
look up
go
her
know where to
name,
look. Yeah.
and she may have dropped the project. Got bars. Yeah,
Big time.
she is, full, lesbian. So it's
Yeah.
not the same as, she's not selling sex. She just sells really great rapping
Yeah.
abilities.
That
But
song, that's a banger. That
yeah,
song
that
is
played
that played.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And she still
Especially
has
in
some
New
good
York,
stuff.
I could imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely,
Big
definitely.
time. Big time.
Yeah, she just didn't get the I guess that push that I thought she was gonna get.
Yeah.
And the next one is again, I've mentioned her many times, Rhapsody. You guys may not know who she is, but she was really, really, I guess her most successful time was probably 2010s. She can tell a great story, rhyme. I think she's from North Carolina. I don't know. North Carolina's pushing out a lot of great rappers, obviously, especially with the greatest rapper of all time, PD Pablo. But if you want to check out her album, it's called Layla's Wisdom. It was actually a Grammy nominated album.
I'm gonna look into that. Okay.
Really good album. Knife Wonder probably did a couple of productions. Great producer. But those two should get more recognition. And the ones, I'll list the ones that didn't make it. Just want to throw it out there. Eve. I was a big fan.
You don't
of
have
Eve.
her in top 5?
I don't have her in my top. My top 5 is pretty old. So I'll say right now, real old school.
Okay.
Eve could have done it if she wouldn't marry that billionaire and live a life of being a princess. She kind of like, she did a thing, and I was a big fan of her stuff. Let Me Blow Your Mind. Who's that girl? She held her own in that Rough Riders camp, and she's another baddie.
Yeah, she was bad.
Very attractive.
Wasn't she a stripper?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Apparently,
yeah.
Mace. I think Mace went. That's just a story. I think I remember that Mace, rapper, went to the strip club. Eve was going to dance on him, and I think Mace was like, either had a conversation about rapping. He was like, "No, forget that dancing. Start, encourage her to rap."
That's crazy.
And then how that all came together.
Yeah.
So I did. Eve probably would have been near that, but I just feel like if she'd have kept going, yeah, definitely, right. I didn't put the Brat in mind.
I don't have the Brat. I don't have the Brat in mind either.
But she's another like pioneer. Didn't sell sex, but when you notice when she had a nice body underneath there. I guess she whatever at the time. But she did a lot of hits over there with Jermaine Dupri, And obviously, I don't have Lil Kim in there.
Mm.
Hardcore is a classic album, but you can tell who wrote the album. And I don't know if she wrote. I don't think she wrote her stuff. I think Biggie wrote it because she never was able to maintain that level of hardcore. That first that album cover is
That it's
yeah.
classic
Well,
on
we
many levels.
talked about this already, but very good album cover. But you could tell. I think Biggie wrote that
Sure,
album.
I'm sure he wrote some of it. I'm sure she wrote some of it as well. I doubt he
Yeah,
wrote the whole album, right?
yeah,
But that's a good point. Yeah.
yeah. But let's just jump on in. And also real quick, I don't know if you are familiar with Scarlett, but thank you, Robert Bradley. Scarlett is an up and coming rapper. She this hit that she has is "This Is New York." She's from New York. Aggressive. She puts her whole heart out. She has a really good YouTube channel. She puts her heart out in everything. She's authentic. She's rough, but she'll get up there, I think. Um,
Mm.
and for her name is Scarlett because she has a scar on her lip. It's a really sad story, bro. Like it's a lot like domestic violence shit that just happens in the streets and
Oh
dealing with
damn.
that. But she has a really powerful story that she came from. But yeah, I want you definitely check out Scarlett. She's nice. But go ahead, Pedro.
I do need a game update. I need Denver to win and Jimmy Butler to score 3 more points and I get a bag.
Get the fuck seriously?
It's tied 88-88. He's got 21 points. I need him to score 24.
All right. Should we just? Do you want to?
No,
You
no,
want
no.
to
I
wait,
want
or
to
you
get
want
into
to?
it.
All right, well, all
I
right.
want
So
to get
go.
into it. I want to get into
All
it.
right. I
Okay,
don't want
so
you to get sad and the shit don't pan out. We still
I
gotta
know
finish up
it's
our
gonna
list.
be real close. I know. All right, so I have Eve in my honorable mention, and I have listen. This is gonna be my list. Isn't gonna go deep. You guys are mentioning people. I don't know a lot of female rappers. I just don't. I don't listen to a lot of female hip hop. I know a little
Sexist.
bit. I know. So mine's gonna be very just blah to some of y'all, but it's my list. I
Okay.
have Eve in my um, honorable mention, and have MIA, the Indian rapper, in my. She was listen, planes, trains, automobiles, whatever that song was, banger. Liked it, like her. I'll go to my next two. I have Little Kim in my top five.
Okay.
And I have Queen Latifah in my top five. Okay, Queen Latifah's. You can't have a top five list without
Oh
Queen
yeah.
Latifah,
Oh,
right?
definitely. Yeah.
And she's in it. So honorable mention: Eve, MIA, and then Young Ma, or no, Little Kim, Queen Latifah. And then who you got in your top five? I got three more, but who do you got?
Okay. So you dropped two. Okay.
I dropped two.
So I put at number 5 Nicki Minaj. I
Okay,
feel
I
like
don't hate
Nicki
it. I don't hate it.
probably should be a little higher, but
Mm.
again, I am not sure who is writing her rhymes.
But she's very talented, man.
Well, she's very
She's
talented.
very she
Yeah.
can spit. She can spit like
There's a
legit.
song, I'm sure you guys know, familiar with it. I think is it Kanye West song, Monster?
Monster
No,
with Jay-Z and Kanye West. Yeah, and
I've
yeah,
never heard a female put a like a feature when she
yeah.
came in. She, in my opinion, had the best
It was good. It was
the best verse out of Jay-Z, Rick Ross,
Kanye West
Kanye
and
West.
Kanye, I think. Yeah.
She came in. I was like, yo, what the fuck is
Crazy,
that?
man. Crazy.
And a lot of there's rumors that the ex-boyfriend, I think his name is Safari, was writing a
Safari.
lot of this stuff. So
Yeah.
that's the only thing. Because if you hear Safari rap, even though he's not as famous or as successful as Nicki, his cadence and delivery sounds like when Nicki's rapping. But
Interesting.
they could be. Obviously, they were together for a long time. And you know how couples, we all, you have your girl, I have mine. We all say the same shit sometimes the same way, and who knew who copied what?
Because you're around each other, and it's just the
Exactly.
mannerisms. It's kind of like normal, right?
Yeah.
Um,
But
Interesting.
Nicki, I mean, she's still successful. One of the highest selling in terms
Yeah.
of records being sold. She sold 100 million confirmed sales. So
And she's super
probably the
talented.
most talented. And then my fourth one, MC Light. Again, I'm going real old, you guys.
I
This
like it.
this
I
woman,
like it.
fine. First of all, she was fine to me. Oh, she had a look of like
MC Light
she
was
fine.
yeah.
Fine. First female rapper to ever be nominated for a Grammy. And she was able to spit, was able to tell stories, and she was able to maintain a little bit towards the little early 2000s. I think her first album's probably something everyone should listen to, Light as a Rock, which is kind of cute.
She's smooth with it too. Her
Real
flow is
exact, yeah.
very
And
smooth, man.
and
Like
she
soulful, like jazz almost. Like just yeah.
and
Yeah.
she's been there since the late 80s, man. So that's my 5 and 4. So you go ahead.
Man, I think I had her written down, didn't even think about it. She should have been it. Okay, so I mentioned Queen Latifah, Little Kim, Missy Elliott. Now I went back and forth with Missy Elliott because she's R&B produced, but she's a rapper. She's in hip hop. Missy
Yeah.
Elliott, super talented. If anything, underappreciated. I think. I think she was way ahead of her time with the artistry, the music videos, the collaborations she's done, the production value. Like she was very uh, eclectic, in a similar way like Andre 3000 was, right? Kind of ahead of his time,
Well,
right?
that's a great comparison. Yeah.
But I feel like she doesn't get enough love, so I got her in my top 5 just because of everything she's done.
Yeah.
And the talent. I mean, she was doing things that like Kanye was doing, but like not as popular. Like just
Yeah.
very different and very eclectic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I've got where are we at here? Did I have hold on one? So Queen Latifah, Missy, Little Kim. Oh, I didn't mention. Well, I did mention Young Ma. I have her in my top 5, and I have Lauryn Hill. I have her and Lauryn Hill are kind of rounding it out. I'm a big Young Ma fan. Yeah. She's who I got representing kind of the new breed of women hip hoppers. And for me, Lauryn Hill is just, I mean, she's the Nas of the.
Oh, so that's your number 1, right?
That's my number 1. Yeah, okay. It's not even close in my opinion.
Okay, so we basically kind of saying the same stuff. So let me go to my top 3. So 3, I have Queen Latifah. She's 3. Trailblazer.
Yeah.
So many good songs. She kind of had that like she was a feminine, like the feminist rapper. Showing that you don't have to be taken advantage of by a man. You can take care of yourself. But at the same time, she could sing.
She could act. I mean, it's crazy, man.
I mean, go watch Set It Off, y'all. That's why I knew for sure that she may have been like.
Did you ever see the movie she did with Steve Martin called Bring Down the House?
I've seen a little bit of that.
It's hilarious, man.
Yeah, I see a little bit of that. Steve Martin's funny. Yeah, she can be, and obviously, she did her thing with the sitcom Living Single, which I've heard Friends copied that show. I like Friends is everyone knows Friends. I don't know Friends. I never found Friends to be funny, but Living Single was first, and then
was way
Friends,
before. Yeah,
or Girlfriend. I forgot. It was one of those. But yeah, a lot of classic. And when Queen Latifah, when she wanted to rap, could rap and make a really good song and put the rhymes together. And obviously, like I said, sing. So big fan of that.
You said Living Single, right?
Yeah.
Who's the character in that show? Maxine? Is that her name?
Maxine was the dark skinned chick that she was in college.
She was bad.
Big fan of hers.
Big fan. Yeah.
So what's that? So that's 3. Number 2. So no, yeah, basically kind of similar. I have number 2 Missy Elliott and number 1 Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Missy Elliott, again, if she didn't have, I know she had a really bad illness that kind of stopped her from producing stuff. But if she would have kept going, she may have been one of the number 1. Because she was on there. Everyone, her and Timbaland, when they came together to make a song or a project, that's all you heard. That's all that was it. That's all you needed. She had the most interesting videos. Obviously, she was able to sing. She even be dancing a little bit, and also she necessarily was selling sex. But when you hear her lyrics, she is talking about sex, right? But it's just so cool and creative. No one really thought like it's not that Little Kim, Foxy Brown over the top. Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't have Foxy Brown in mind. I should have.
I didn't have her in mind.
I liked her delivery. Like she was fine, but she was cool with how she rapped and how she put it stuff. But anyway, Missy Elliott definitely, and hopefully she comes back because I think she's rumored to come back. But
hot take: Denver Nuggets about to win the NBA championship, and Jimmy Butler missed a 3 that if it would have went in, I would have won a lot of money. Thanks, Jimmy Butler. Sorry, Hannibal.
So that's it.
That's it.
So he's not coming back for this.
Game's over. Denver Nuggets just won.
Damn. All right. Before I say number 1, how much money you would have won if you would have got that?
Only $1,500.
$1,500.
Yeah.
But you won that $1,500 though.
I wanted it. Yeah,
of course.
I had to put a little to try to get that, but it was a 9 leg, and I hit 8 out of the 9.
That's crazy,
I hit
bro.
8 out of the 9. The only thing that's not checked off here is the assist that Nicola got. Denver money line. I had Jimmy Butler rebounds first quarter 1. He had 2. Nicola rebounds 3. He had 3. Jamal Murray needed 2 threes. He had it. Jimmy Butler 1 steal. Had it. Joker 8 plus rebounds. Had it. Joker 4 plus assists. Had it. Jimmy Butler needed to score more than 23.5 points. He scored 21.
So
Joker,
you actually did put some. You didn't
I
just like
put
throw
thought
shit to
and
the wall.
effort. I wasn't outrageous. I think these are reasonable things. I'm going to stack a lot of reasonable bets.
Yeah.
A couple that are like, okay, the value's there, like first quarter bets, like, the ticket could be done in the first quarter. Yeah. Denver money line, didn't even do the points. And Jimmy Butler missed a 3 that would have probably won me 15.
But Bobby said Butler was giving you action. He had a pretty good fourth quarter. That's not enough though.
It's not enough. Jimmy Butler scored 0 points in the first quarter. So that's why these parlays are hard to hit, because
they're hard. Well, Pedro, you went 9.
I know.
You went 5. Yeah, you went and got the 1,500. But
I thought he was in a closeout game. I said Jimmy's scoring at least 24. To me, that wasn't like a no-brainer. I was like, that's easy. It's like 24 points, Jimmy Butler closeout game. Come on the road. He's a dog. Nope.
Do you think Miami is gonna make it back around? Healthy Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler.
I think Miami's gonna sign somebody. I think they're gonna sign a free agent. I think Miami will continue to be pretty good. Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Shout out to Joker. Just wanted a 2-time MVP.
Leave him alone now.
NBA MVP, and he's going to win a Finals MVP. So that's a lot of hardware.
Everyone, shut the fuck up. I mean, really, we got to all stop. Listen, brothers, Bobby.
Yeah.
I think he probably knows what's going on, but us brothers need to calm down. Joker is legit. He does too many different things.
He's got more hardware right now than Giannis.
Yeah.
He's got one more MVP. So
who would you pick?
Oh, Giannis.
Giannis. Okay.
Yeah.
See,
I'm a beat.
Stop being racist. Just because Giannis looks like
I know. I'm racist. Giannis
ain't got that. He ain't got the passing ability this dude has, man.
You're right. We might be witnessing a little dynasty, man. At the start of it, you hate to say it, they just won 1, but these guys are all young on Denver, all of them.
Well, you gotta see where the free agents land. You know how how the teams reloading. Yeah, I'll probably take Giannis too.
I would take Giannis.
All right, so let me go with my last one. Obviously, we're going to talk about Lauryn Hill for a little bit before we head out. But Lauryn Hill, man,
she's so damn beautiful, man.
Yeah,
she's.
Now, apparently, she only released 1 solo studio album.
Yeah, Miseducation.
How's that possible? What happened there? She dropped one of the greatest albums you can probably hear of all time. All time rapping on it doesn't matter. Her ability to sing and rap, great lyrics, insightful lyrics that we all, women and men, should listen to. Like she was able to say some important stuff that Zion should be listening to. Stuff that some of these women should be listening to. She came in, won tons of Grammys, and then we don't know what happened.
I think Wyclef fucked that up. I mean,
apparently Wyclef is a terrible person.
She's been on record and has made a diss track, basically, talking about how he wants to be included in everything, and I'm not you, and da da da, and you sold yourself, and I think Wyclef in that relationship got probably strained. She's like, this isn't what I want to do necessarily. I think her compass is pointed in a different direction, and she might have even saw the value and been like, you know what, I just dropped one of the best albums ever in music history, not rap. One of the best albums ever. It's on everybody's top 100 of all time, or whatever, top 50, top 20 of all music genres. She'd be like, hey, I did my thing. I'm done. I don't need to. I'll do some features, but I don't need to do another album.
Yeah.
Right?
Hopefully one of these days she'll still come back. I mean,
she got it. She's on the album with Nas.
And that verse was damn good.
Yeah.
Damn good. So hopefully we'll get back some of that, because the 2 artists that I want to see make an album before I go is I hope Outkast make another album. I hope they make out together. Big Boy and Andre 2000 make another album.
I'm taking
that would
off.
I would legit. I would take that same day off with you.
We've talked about that. Yeah.
If they came with a new album, I don't care. I'm listening to that. Her and Lauryn Hill. That group and Lauryn Hill. I don't even know there's any other artists that I would want to listen to an album before we go. Hopefully they make something.
Yeah.
But those two. But definitely, yeah. Lauryn Hill's probably one of the greatest MCs, especially female MCs, probably MCs ever. So
yeah, I think you can count the Fugees album. You know what I'm saying? Because
I still listen to it.
So she's got 2 LPs. That's how I. That's how I
and they're all talented. Wyclef is talented. He may be a piece of shit that stole a lot of money from foundations and shit, but
he was trying to be like
mix. Yeah,
he was trying to be like P Diddy. He's trying to be like Puffy a little bit too.
And you try to do that, you're hurting a lot of people. So, but on that note, man, congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. Sorry, Pedro, man. It's okay.
I wanted that 1,500 really bad, man.
Yeah, but you gotta earn it.
I know. I gotta work tomorrow.
I gotta work tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I gotta do that stuff. But all right, guys. I think we may talk about the Mayweather John Gotti thing because I do find it interesting. I'll talk about some mob shit. I find that very interesting story.
We could do that. We should do that. Yeah.
And I'm sure there's some other crap that we'll be coming out with as well. So enjoy the rest of your night, people. Be good. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
See ya.
Peace.